Good morning, Jason Hoeppner from the Medicine Shop on Osborne joining us now with Sunburn Remedies. Good morning.
Good morning, Courtney.
Because it is inevitable, and on any day of the summer you can get a burn.
Absolutely, yeah, and I mean there's a lot of great events going on as we see in the province, so people are going to be outside and we have to take steps to prevent burns and also be able to treat them if they do happen.
Okay, well let's start with the burn itself. How exactly does it occur and what's going on with our skin?
Okay, sunburn is essentially, it's a radiation burn to the skin due to overexposure to ultraviolet radiation or UV rays. It takes typically about 2 to 6 hours to come on after the exposure, which is how you may not see that you have a sunburn when you get out of the sun, but a few hours later you notice, oh, you know, now it's reddened, and the other sort of symptoms we look for, you know, reddened skin, it's warm or hot to the touch, very uncomfortable, and can be associated with a little bit of mild dehydration, dizziness, those sorts of things.
Okay, let's start and say maybe you just got a little bit too much sun and you're a little bit red. What products do you want to turn to?
Typically what you want to do, first of all, you want to avoid overexposing the skin again. And we'll see this sometimes, you know, you're at the beach, you see people that have sunburns that are out, you know, getting a lot more sun, and that's the last thing you want to do. It typically will take a few days to heal. The main thing with sunburn is it just takes time, and you have to give it that time to heal. Depending on the severity, it'll be a couple of days up to 2 weeks for more severe burns to heal. In that time, you want to be drinking lots of water. That's very important to keep hydrated, and also moisturize the skin using you know, a good basic non-scented moisturizer. Aloe vera is very helpful too. It's
Aloe
very soothing.
does work.
Yeah, soothing. It's moisturizing. You want to avoid anything that's really overly perfumed or has a lot of extra chemicals. You really want to give the skin a chance to heal with a lot of extra chemicals on it.
Okay, let's say you burn yourself pretty significantly and maybe you start to peel. Do you want to go see someone for help, or what do you want to do in that situation?
If you're peeling, it's sort of the same thing. You want to give it time. You don't want to be using any really harsh chemicals on it, no really strong soaps. You don't scrub it all off. You want to sort of, that skin's already irritated, you want to give it a chance to heal, even though you might not like the look of the peeling skin. Keep it hydrated, keep drinking water, using your moisturizer. It's going to run its course, and typically you'll be okay.
So as gross as it looks, you want to just kind of leave it there because scrubbing it is just going to do more damage.
Yeah, and the same thing goes for blisters. If there's blisters, you want to leave them. Don't be picking them or popping them. You're going to run the risk of getting an infection in that area. It just needs time to heal. And
what about for pain? Should you be taking Tylenol or Advil, or?
You know, if it's appropriate for you, and you know, always ask. You can come and ask us at the pharmacy. You know, is this appropriate for me? But typically things like Tylenol and Advil or Motrin are fine to use to deal with some of that discomfort in the short term.
And if you do notice some blistering, should you seek help, or?
Yeah, rule of thumb is if you get a severe burn that's blistering and you have blisters over, say, about 20% or so of the body, which would be, for example, like you're all over your back or the chest and abdomen, that's a time that you want to seek medical attention. Especially in kids, they dehydrate a lot more easily, so you want to be extra aware that you know, that they're not going to run into problem with dehydration. Other things you'd look for. Dizziness, high fevers, that's another sign that you should maybe be going to the doctor. Really severe pain that's not being helped by, say, Tylenol or Advil. You know, drinking lots but not being able to, you know, that the urine output drops, and this is something that we look for in kids as a sign of dehydration. Those would be signs that you want to seek some medical help.
And your best friends are these guys. Protect yourself this summer and get the product that's going to work for you.
Absolutely. Looking for something that protects against both UVA and UVB rays. So the UVA is the aging. So basically what it does, it penetrates deeper into the skin and causes some of the aging signs. So thickening of the skin, also loss of the elasticity of the skin. That's the UVA. UVB is the burning rays. So they don't penetrate as deep, but they're more responsible for sunburn, and they're also more implicated in most of the different types of skin cancers.
Well, there you go.
So you want something that protects against both.
The best thing you can do is be preventative, and if you do get burned, there are lots of things out there to help you. Thank you so much, Jason.
Thank you.
Thanks. Right now we're going to check in with Jenna Kahn live at Folk Fest.